The first thing we'll do is to enable textile mode. The way you do it is you go to my account at the bottom of the screen, and then you click on settings at the top of the screen, and then you will see app settings and a number of options there. So you want to select the last one, textiles mode, and you'll be warned that this is a feature in beta. But if you click I agree, now you have textile mode enabled on your phone. And the way to see that is if you go to the capture screen, you will see the three buttons are not your usual ones. They're bulk, single, and pack. So in this video, we'll go over bulk mode, which is how you inventory, wash, dry, fold items. These are items that you don't need to inventory each one individually. You just care about their weight. You inventory them by weight. So to do it, you click on bulk, and now I'm in bulk mode. The screen has this purple color. And the way you do it is you just add the items you want to add to the inventory to your bin, or, with the scale. You just turn it on and make sure your items aren't in the bin. I'll go ahead and add my items. And now I'm ready to inventory them. All you just have to do is take a picture. Take a picture. And once you take the picture, you can take additional ones if you want to get a close-up of the weight to help AI, but you don't have to. That will add that item to your inventory. You can see that happening in the job report. Now it's uploading, and AI will read it and add the right quantity. So it identified as wash, dry, fold. So it's not going and listing every item in there. It's just adding it as a generic wash, dry, fold, and it will now add the weight as well when it finished processing. I do want to show you that you could add the weight. Let's say I have a different weight. You could add the weight manually if you prefer. So if you take a picture and you just want to do it manually, you can type it here on weight. And in this case, it's 238 and hit done. So if you prefer to do it manually, you can definitely do it. You can also, by the way, in this case, the units of the scale are in pounds, but if they were, for example, in kilograms, AI would still automatically convert it. So let's just show you here an example, and I'll hit done, and AI will convert this to pounds. Lastly, on this screen, if you want to add a label to it, you can. You just click here and you can scan the label, and that label will be associated with that load. It's optional. You don't have to do it, but you have that option. Some people like doing that. And then if you go to the job report here, you could see the items have been processed. So the first one we did, the scale said 408 and the AI identified a 408. You see the Xactimate code is CDC AV for the laundry and so on. So, and then the other one's the same thing. The one I added manually is here, and the one we took a picture of in kilograms, it has now been converted to pounds as well. So that's how that works. If you were to add a label to it, you would see that in the custody tab as well. We don't have any now because we haven't added, but if you were to add it, I can show you how that would look. So I'll do let's add a couple more items here, and let's take another inventory. But this time I'll scan one of the QR codes. So I'll just click here and scan that QR code and hit done. So that's it. That will add it to my inventory the same way the other ones did. But then in custody, you will also see that custody tab it created. And you can see it's a different type. It's not a tag item. It's not a box. It's a bulk textile type of label. By the way, so far, all the items I added were added to the default room. That's because I didn't change that here when I was doing the inventory. But as you're doing the inventory, you want to make sure that you are adding the items to the right room. So they are labeled in the right room. So if I do it again, if I add this item again, you will see it will be added to the right room. And that way, when you're doing the report, you can report it by room. So this is the one we just added, and it's been added to the master bedroom. So as you're doing textile mode sorting at the facility, if you're keeping track of where the textile bags came from or where the items came from, it's good practice to make sure you mark that on the row, because as you're doing it, that inventory will be associated with the appropriate room. So in this case, again, that's the item, and it's been added now to the master bedroom.